Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly Tarot coming to you with a reading about your person of interest. So we're looking at how is your person of interest thinking and feeling about you at this time. So if you were attracted to this video, then there is going to be information for you. So of course, only take what resonates and leave the rest. There's multiple people, many who will be watching this. So we're gonna look into that feeling space, where they're at, what they're thinking and feeling. As this is being recorded, the energies are very transformative right now. So although this is a timeless reading, we're about to be moving into the moon nodes changing signs for the next 2 years. So from July of 2023 till January of 2025. So there's going to be changes in destiny, changes in how people are feeling, how they're thinking, how maybe they respond to life typically. These changes bring about new beginnings. They also bring about big changes that put you on your trajectory and your destiny. So thank you guys so much. I just want to say thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. That helps my channel to grow and expand. So that's a free way that you can add your energy into the mix. The more that you like and share the videos, that energetically is an exchange, and I'll be picking up on your people much easier, right? So thank you for that. Thank you for those who have sent me donation. Thank you for those who have commented. All of that helps the channel to grow so we can build this community here together. So I'm really grateful for that. And if you want a private reading with me, or you would like your human design chart done, please just go to my website, www.whisperingdragonfly.com. That information's in the description box below as well, of all of my different offerings. All right, so let's get to it. So what is my viewers' person of interest thinking and feeling right now? We're going to get a goddesses, gods, and guardians card to see what the general energy is around this connection, what your person's feeling around it, and even what guides are guiding this connection, because we meet each other for a reason. There's always a reason that we meet. Even if we don't end up romantic with a person, there's a reason for the kismet meeting. Okay, and they want one more so that you guys actually have 2 guardians. Wow. Okay, so we have Leah, and it says to stand your ground, and I'm gonna look this up and read it to you. Okay, don't suffer in silence, ask for what you want. Leah is an Aboriginal Australian water goddess and guardian of women. Looking down from the sky, she noticed a group of women digging for roots in the dry desert. The men in the village had created certain rules, so only they could leave the camp to get water. The women had to stay put, thirsty and dusty. Leah decided to intervene. She went into the mountains, dug her digging stick into the ground, and discovered a water spring that turned into a river. The women, now refreshed, formed their own community with Leah as their leader. And then we have, I can never say her name. Let me look. Someone tell me how to say this name and pronounce it. It's Tslatul. I can never say it. I love her look, and it's about forgiveness. Is a Mesoamerican earth mother of the Aztecs and the Huastecs, an indigenous Mexican people. A patroness of midwives, she's known primarily as the filth deity. Her name derives from the Nahuatl word for garbage. Said to be the eater of impurities, she had connections with lust, vice, and ritual purification. She could lure people to commit immoral acts, but would absolve them afterwards. People confessed their worst misdeeds to her through her priests and received total forgiveness. She's associated with childbirth, witchcraft, moon cycles, menstruation, cotton, and broomsticks. Okay, so with these, what your person's thinking and feeling about you is that they need forgiveness for some reason. So you guys may have been together before, or you may have just been interested in them and it never really got off the ground. But they are feeling the need for forgiveness in some way, and they really want you to stand your ground, to speak up and tell them what you want. I feel like there's a little bit of confusion on your person's side as to what do you really want from this connection? What do you really want from them? And I feel like it's been talked about, but almost like you've hinted, or you may have told them how you felt a while back ago, but they're not really sure if you still feel that way. They're not really sure if you are, if you have forgiven them or can forgive them for the ways in which they didn't show up for you. I feel like in this particular situation, your person's really thinking about, like, what I'm getting is they may have put work first, or they may have been in another relationship and put that first, or they may have put friends first, but it's almost like they put something in their world ahead of you. And so though you're interested in them, though you would like a relationship with them, there is something to forgive. They're like, I feel like they've had a change of heart, and they're really seeing your worth and your value. And because of that, they realize, whoa, I did not make them a priority. I did not make my person a priority. And they are asking for forgiveness. They're thinking of that. Some of them may have asked out loud to you if you have been with them before, and then there's been a little bit of a breakup. But in this energy, you are both standing your ground. I do feel like that many of you set a boundary in some way, and you are standing your ground. And on the other side of it is the need for you to ask for what you want and to gain that clarity. Now, this is a very feminine energy, so I feel like I'm speaking to the divine feminine in the connection. Gender matters not, so many of you may be female, but it doesn't matter if you are. It's more so the energy of the divine feminine. So I feel like those who are viewing this are more on the feminine side of the connection. And they are asking you to stand your ground, but be very clear with what you want. Feminine energy gains clarity for what they want rather than leaving things in the dark. The masculine energy then takes what the feminine has asked for. They may have to go figure it out, but they are here to figure out how to get that to you, okay? How to make it happen. Let's look further in. What is my viewers' person of interest thinking and feeling about them at this time? Okay. If you've been in no communication, they're wanting to communicate with you. They're feeling like they're not sure if they can get back in. They're seeing you in really highlight, and we will go through. And one more. And bottom of the deck. Okay. All right. So overall energy here, they are in their head. They are super duper overthinking right now. They are thinking about you. They are thinking about how they may have messed up. They're thinking about, how do I bring this together with this group? Because we've got communication here with the Empress. So Knight of Swords is swift communication, ahas. The Empress is your energy, so you're showing up as extremely attractive. The Empress is the embodiment of all four queens. And so you have your shit together. Let's just put it that way, okay? Even if you think that you don't, your person of interest is like, my person has their stuff together and I need to come forward and talk with them. So I do feel like that there's a conversation incoming. Now, I will say that their energy has been in this Four of Pentacles, Three of Swords. So there has been a rift in some way. They may have disappointed you. So, for instance, if you were dating before, you may have broken up and been in no contact, because the Four of Pentacles, yes, it builds a solid foundation, but I feel like with this group that they almost chose business or money over you, and that really hurt your feelings, hurt your heart. Like I said, they were choosing other things as priority over you, and that was very much a rift in the relationship. If you guys were friends and never got it going, or if they were your boss and it never got it going, it's like they've held back because they chose, again, money or other priorities over you, and they know this at this time. And so there is something to forgive here, okay? So they're not sure of how to approach you with that. So they may be, when they're very much wanting to come forward with a conversation. They see you as the ultimate, okay? And we have the Queen of Swords with the King of Pentacles. So you're coming through as Queen of Swords style of the Empress. Queen of Swords is very logical. It's the card of Aquarius. They are very much smart, brainworthy, but can keep their heart to themselves. And they are coming through as King of Pentacles. They want to offer you something long term, but they want their finances to be in order before they can offer it, because they're also coming through as King of Cups, okay? So the King of Cups landed on top of this King of Pentacles when I was doing the spread. So they have been working on their business, maybe building a business, entrepreneurship, doing what they can do, because they see you as someone that they can have a whole future with, a long-term relationship, but they're not sure if you'll accept them. The Queen of Swords can be kind of icy, a little bit bitchy, because you see through some of the other stuff. And that being said, they feel towards you like this King of Cups. Now, King of Cups has an immense amount of love, but they have a really hard time communicating it. So either your person has never communicated how they feel about you all the way, or they haven't been very good at it. And they are realizing, man, I have done all of this working towards the money and creating the stability so that I can have the relationship with you guys, that they're like, so I can have the relationship with my person. And I may have damaged the relationship because I'm feeling like they won't accept me. Okay, this Queen of Swords, that overworking has caused you to be a little bit pulled back, to say, I'm going to go with my logic here rather than my heart. And so now they are finally feeling all the feelings. I feel like in this relationship, the Divine Feminine, the viewers, okay, you guys knew pretty much immediately what the connection was between the two of you. You guys knew, hey, I know what this is. We have a spiritual connection. We have a beautiful physical connection that's possible. We have a beautiful mental connection. I feel like the two of you have an amazing mental connection and communication with that. That being said, they are just now catching up to those feelings. I think they've been fighting it for a long time, and they realize, whoa, I've put all of these other things as priority over my love that I actually want to be with. I've put that in priority. So they are figuring it out. They are understanding. Their desire here is to come forward with Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a card of reciprocity. It's a beautiful card of balance. Okay, sixes are the number of love and balance. And when it comes to Pentacles, it has to do with value. So they see your value and they want to exchange energy equally. They want to make sure it's equal. that being said, they're anxious about it. They're anxious about this conversation with you. They are having sleepless nights because they're not sure how to make this right. They know that they need to have a conversation with you. They know that they need to figure out, how can I make right with you? You know, they are really feeling that. And they really aren't sure yet. So action-wise, let's look, what's their likely action? They're still a little bit, okay, so we have King of Wands and the Hanged Man. King of Wands is a great energy. That being said, it's an unbalanced Emperor. It's the card before the Emperor. So they have the passion for you, but it's almost like they kind of want what they want. So they're still not completely balanced. So though they're thinking all these things and feeling it, they are thinking it. They're not doing too many action steps yet. I do feel like with the current energies that they've got to get through this transformation period before they actually have the communication. So while they are thinking and feeling, hey, I need to have a conversation, I need to make right, I need to figure out, how can we do this? How can I build with them? They are realizing at this time kind of the error of their ways of putting the pentacle above the heart, okay? And that's very common. That happens, but it is part of the lesson of love, is that, you know, you can have the pentacles, but the pentacles won't bring you the heart energy, right? And so they're realizing that. They're realizing who you are and who they want you to be. I do feel like it's going to be a little bit of time before they do the action step. Yeah, but they will communicate it, okay? I just feel like it's going to be a few more weeks at least. Of course, I'm not a time lord, as Steve's Love Tarot calls it. I think that's the funniest way of describing that. You know, people have their free will choices, so we can't predict free will choice. But in this energy, there is a lot of incoming communication. You are their wish, you are their desire. And then Eight of Wands was under that, okay? And then Seven of Swords is under that. Okay, Seven of Swords, Page of Cups. So they are hiding how much they feel towards you. They have been hiding it for a while. They think about you and fantasize about you pretty well night and day. That's why they know they have to make right, but they're trying to figure out how to do that. So when they do communicate with you, it may be a little bit like a page, okay? They may not be at that maturity level in their communication, but they do want to come forward and find a way to communicate, hey, I really love you. How can I make this right? And they may not say it just correctly, okay? So on your side, be a little patient, get the clarity. Don't go straight to, oh, they're being the same old, okay? Pay attention to what they're trying to say to you and ask clarifying questions, because they do want to have the conversation with you. They do want to make right. They're hoping that you'll forgive them. They're hoping that you will open up the door to them so that they can move this forward. And what they are saying is, I'm doing my best to get my life together so I can match you. They feel like you're so far above them in certain areas, and not in all areas. They don't have you on this like ridiculous pedestal, but it's a little bit of a pedestal. It's a little bit of a, I'm intimidated, and I love this person, but am I enough? Okay, so there is this feeling of, am I enough? And they are enough. I do feel like they are absolutely enough, but they're learning and growing. So you, as the viewer, get to assess whether or not you want to take the time to let them mature, okay? And remember, life is a marathon, not a sprint, okay? So our relationships, so what's the hurry to get into a long-term relationship too quickly, okay, before someone's matured or ready? But what they're realizing is that they are falling in love with you. They have deeper feelings than they thought that they had, and they're looking to come forward and talk with you. It may be a little bit more time because they are still processing, but the love is there. They are hoping that you'll forgive them, because I feel like they not on purpose hurt you, but I feel like in their immaturity and uncertainty about their feelings in the beginning may have kind of hurt your confidence in some way, but you've gained it back. You are looking amazing. And we are going to get one more card from the Wisdom of the Oracle as a message on the way out here, what your person's thinking and feeling. Cute. It's message in a bottle. Okay, so this is again communication, and I once had someone make me an actual message in a bottle, so this could be literal. Okay, but there is incoming communication. They're letting you know, I'm coming to you. I'm going to have the conversation with you. I'm going to make this right. I'm going to see this forward. And it's really beautiful energy. They really do care about you. Look at all this beautiful water, and they're trying to figure out how to balance their message to you so that you guys can come into harmony. All right. So really beautiful energies, you guys. I love this. I think I'm going to leave that there because it's just really nice energies. I do feel like from Spirit's side of things, they are asking you to not only be patient, but give them a chance to speak and give them a chance to say what they need to say, even if they fumble. All right, even if they don't say it completely. Now, of course, you never take someone incoming with bad intentions or who are toxic. We're not talking about those kind of people. What we're talking about here is a person who really does love you and desire you, that person that you're interested in. And they're just trying to figure out how to balance it because they really do respect you and they're wanting to do it right. And they're wanting to make up for their mistakes in their immaturity with handling the situation in the beginning. Okay, so if you can be patient, I do feel like you will get your outcome with them. I do feel like you'll be together with them, but it may not, if you try to rush it, it's going to create another cycle that needs to have like some separation or time apart or spook them. So let them open it at their pace and really ask yourself if you're willing to forgive the immaturity and move on from there. Okay, so thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and until next time, aloha.